life can be hard. You might be going through something right now, something that's got all of your attention because of what might happen. Sometimes the things that might happen take over our thoughts, and we start creating stories, things of usually bad things. Though we don't often think of a good future, we think of problems. And that's because our mind is a powerful thing, and our mind doesn't know the difference, whether it's real or whether it's not. So we can create a future that looks like death and destruction when God has different plans. In 1 Peter chapter 1, it says, "Therefore gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober and rest your hope fully upon the grace that is to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ." And what does that mean, gird up the loins of your mind? Well, back in the ancient times, in the times of Peter and the apostles and Jesus on this earth, a lot of men wore robes. A lot of people wore robes. And they went all the way down to their feet. And so in order to be ready for battle, or for ready to run, or ready to do whatever it was, they had to gird it up. They had to pick it up, pull it up, and tuck it into the waist. So they were preparing. So girding up the loins of our mind is really preparing. And the rest of the verse that goes on to say, being sober, meaning clear-headed, resting our hope fully on the grace that is brought to us at the revelation of Jesus Christ. So what does that tell us? That our thoughts are to be on who Jesus is and what he did for us. That will help us to remember the future and the hope that God promises for us, not the future of death and destruction that we might come up with in our own minds, but in the hope of that future that God has created you for. So if you're going through something today, gird up the loins of your mind. Get your thoughts on Jesus and what he has done for you, and meditate on that.